If you guys are looking for a cheap and reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check the link in the description and use the code ITANI to get 5% off. Alright boys, we actually did it. I cannot believe we achieved Elite 1. There's no way I thought I was gonna achieve Elite 1 first weekend league or ever. I couldn't see it because I always succumb to the pressure. But somehow, some way, we managed to push to Elite 1. And not only that, we get 35 wins instead of 34 wins. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And people could say, you have a crazy team. It's true. They did help me in certain matches. I have to agree, they did carry me certain matches. But you still have to control them. You still have to defend properly. You still have to attack good. You can't just rely on the crazy team. I've faced so many crazy players in this game that have crazy teams, even better than mine, and I still beat them. So it doesn't always come down to just that. There's still some skill that you need, you require to beat some of the best players in the world. This is the weekend league. This is what you're going to be facing, some of the top players in the world. So, we achieved 35 wins out of 40. We did get unlucky in certain matches. I will explain what happened in just a second. But I also want to explain what I found wrong and flawed in this FIFA. After playing 40 games, I could I have a decent opinion on why I think is wrong with FIFA 18. Post-patch, obviously. But before I begin, make sure you check out G2A. Links will be in the description. If you're looking to buy PSN cards, Microsoft points, and cheap PC games. Want to watch us out of packs today as well, I think. So there's always that. And I think Scream cards at the end of the month. But we could also get Team of the Year potentially this month as well. So a lot of crazy stuff coming up. Now, what I want to show you in this video is some of the player stats I got after 40 games, who my top players were, some of the mistakes I made, and what is wrong with FIFA 18 right now. I think you can make a decent opinion on FIFA 18. Playing 40 games in the weekend league, you manage to start seeing what the flaws are in the game. So we achieved 35 wins out of 40 games. The problem with me is it wasn't not defending well. Now, it's obviously certain situations it was my fault, but a lot of the goals that I conceded came down to lucky bounces. The amount of lucky bounces that happened in this game is incredible. I mean, I could show you a couple of clips of what happened. Some of them came in my direction as well. Like, I didn't expect to score some of the goals, but some of the lucky bounces I got in this game were absolutely atrocious. I've never seen anything like it in any other FIFA. Now, sometimes you'll get a lucky bounce or lucky rebound here and there. There is a lot of that in this game, but that's normal. That came with every single FIFA. But some of the lucky bounces you get in FIFA 18, I've never seen ever in FIFA, ever. It's just stupid what kind of lucky bounces I've seen in the 40 games I played in the weekend league. And I have to say, some of them even won me matches. That's how crazy it gets. So as I'm talking, I'm going to show you some clips in the background, basically showing you what I'm talking about. Like I said, lucky bounces are so flawed in this game, and it's just game breakers. They are literally game breakers. They bring so much RNG into the game. It's incredible. If EA is pushing for a competitive game, they need to nerf the way the ball... I don't know what they have to do, but they need to make it where if you win a tackle, this is the biggest problem. If your defender wins a tackle, it shouldn't go to the attacker and your centre back is out of position and he's still in the animation and the attacker is in on net. It should not happen. Defending, okay, I don't mind them making it manual. Well, it's not really manual anymore. It's a lot of AI now, but I don't mind them making it more difficult to defend as long as they reward me when I tackle an attacker. So I attack on an attacker, I feel good. I made the tackle, I predicted it right, but then it bounces to his other attacker and my guy is still lunging in his crappy animation and he's in on net because my centre back is out of position. He's still doing the animation, and it doesn't help. The attackers are so overpowered. They are a lot faster than centre backs, and centre backs take a long time to react. And this is coming from me, who's used Maldini, one of the best centre backs in the game. He gets stuck in the same animation. He does the same stupid crap that another centre back would do. So even if you have very expensive centre backs, they still do the stupid mistakes that are programmed in the game. So that's what I think is so flawed in the game. It's so stupid. There is so much luck involved in the game right now. I don't know how they could make this a competitive game. There's just too much luck. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, one more thing before I start showing you the stats of the players. Goalkeepers. Goalkeepers are keeping bad players in the game now. They're so overpowered in the area. Now, obviously, if you do driven shots, you're most likely gonna score. But at the same time, there is some ridiculous saves I've seen from goalkeepers. I'm like, how the hell did he save that and keep the guy in the game? Now, I've struggled against certain players where I'm like 2-2, and I should have like scored 3-4 goals, but the goalkeepers kept saving them and keeping them in the game. So the goalkeepers getting buffed in the new patch just keeps bad plays in the game, I think. I prefer goalkeepers before the patch. They're still pretty bad outside the area, I have to admit. That's how I've been scoring most of my goals. Long shots, finesse shots. That's how you see me getting 35 wins. If the long shot and the finesse shot wasn't as overpowered as it is right now, you wouldn't see me get anywhere near 35 wins. But people parking the bus in the weekend league, that is very bad against me. People trying to do counter attacks. That's how the weekend league is, you know. It's just a lot of sweaty players. But that's what I think is wrong with FIFA 18 right now. I think everything else, I don't mind the ping pong passing. It's fine. Everyone has it, so it's not luck based. So you have to predict when your player's making a run. Trying to make him make a run, just seeing everything. You have to have vision in the game, fast reactions. I don't mind that. It's skill based. But the luck, the goalkeepers, I need that crap out of the game. It's just not competitive. It's luck. It's luck, and you don't want that in a competitive game. If you're trying to make this a competitive game, take it out. You have to decide, are you going for a realistic game or a competitive game? You have to make up your mind, EA. Anyway, let's get into the stats. Donnarumma now, 51 games played with me for me, and I have to say, he was amazing. Literally amazing. And this guy is so cheap. He's 6'5". I don't think he ever got chipped. Ever. This guy is 6'5". He's not gonna get chipped, which is amazing. So, but that also counts that I never got him out of his area when people were trying to counter-attack me and they're alone one-on-one. I prefer not to get the keeper out unless I know they're gonna get to the ball. So he saved me a lot of times as well. But then I don't know how I could compare him to other keepers now, because everyone seems insane in the penalty area. So I really don't know. But 6'5" is fine for me. He didn't parry too many balls. He was catching the ones I expected him to catch, so he was pretty good in that area. Manolas, again, very, very good centre-back. Very fast, especially on counter-attacks. You need to switch to him. 80 pace with the shadow makes him even faster. Very good defending. I didn't find him weak either. I did find him weak, especially against the prime Ronaldo people were subbing on. That guy is unstoppable. I think he's the best striker in the game. I even used him in the first couple of games in my weekend league. The guy was literally disgusting. He is filthy. I need to actually try and buy him, but again, he was very good. Manolas was so good, not changing him unless he gets an inform, obviously. 64 games played. I don't even know how he got an assist, but he got an assist. But very, very good overall centre-back. Really enjoyed using him. He won me so many balls in the air against Lukaku and so on, against some of the strongest players in the game. So I really liked him. Didn't find too many problems with him. He wasn't out of position, especially with those work rates. He was always in position. He was always there when I was getting countered. So I really liked him, especially with the pace. He's the slowest player in my squad. Can you guys believe that? The slowest player in my squad has 80 pace. Next up, we have Maldini. 54 games played for me. He scored a goal. What? It must be a corner. So, he scored us a corner probably. But, at the same time, this guy was pretty good. Is he worth 1 million coins? I wouldn't say he's worth 1 million coins. I think if I put Koulibaly, he would have done the same job. If I put someone else that is fast enough, like another Manolas. Like, if I had to buy him or Manolas, the price difference, I would still probably buy Manolas and probably buy an attacker if you're low on coins. I wouldn't put much coins into Maldini. Don't get me wrong, he's a really good centre-back, but for 1 million coins, I'd probably put that towards an attacker because they'll make more difference in the game rather than the centre-back. Centre-backs, they're pretty much the same. Marking stat is probably the most useless stat in the game. No one marks anything. You have to do that. So, yeah. Maldini, he's very good, don't get me wrong, but definitely not worth the coins. 1 million coins, I'd rather invest it in somewhere else. Maybe get Diego Maradona, put a couple more mil to get Diego Maradona, or Info Messi. Actually, I'd rather put like 500, 600k on top of that and get Info Messi. You'll see him making much more of a difference in your squad. So that's my thoughts on Maldini. Like I said, don't get me wrong, he's a very good centre back, but wouldn't put that much money into him. Valencia, have to say, probably the best right back in the game. He is so damn good. After 40 games, after coming up against some of the best strikers in the game, some of the best players, I have to say he saved me so many times, especially his pace, how strong he was against some of the wingers. People were playing crazy wingers, especially Ronaldo. That's all I kept coming up against in the weekend league. Ronaldo. And this guy kept stopping him. If it wasn't for Valencia, I think I would have been just... I would have conceded a lot of goals. People love to run on the wing in this game, cut in and try and just driven past it to one of their strikers. And with Ronaldo, he's so hard to stop, but Valencia got the job done. I definitely recommend this guy if you're going for a Premier League team or a hybrid. I don't know how you're going to fit this guy in a hybrid, but he's so good. I recommend him. Make sure you purchase him, especially for that price. I'm not sure if he's gone down in price. Let's double check. So, has he gone down? He's still around the same price. Maybe gone up a bit more by 10k or something, but definitely worth the price, boys. I would recommend him. Next up, we have Alexandro. Again, same with Valencia. He's not as fast as Valencia, but he's pretty strong as well. How much strength does he have actually? Let's see. 80, pretty good for a left back. So we played 52 games with him. He scored 2 goals. Probably rebound goals or some lucky goals. So he's left-footed, high work rates. This guy was all over the place. He did not get tired, which is pretty sick. How much stamina does he have though? Let's see. Yeah, 93. That's why I felt like he never got tired in the game. We packed him, so he got that loyalty bonus straight away. This guy was so good. It's like I said about the same thing I said about Valencia. Very good, and I think he goes for like 80k, right? So I would definitely get very expensive wingbacks. The wingbacks in the game, I think, are the most important positions right now because people keep trying to exploit the wings. There is so much crap happening on the wings in this game. You have to invest in very good wingbacks. So Alexandro, Valencia, probably some of the best that you could get right now. This defensive line was so good. The best one obviously is Maldini, but like I said, I would not put that much money into him. I'm actually thinking of maybe downgrading and putting my coins elsewhere, but for now the team is playing good. We achieved 35 wins. Why would I do that? Now next up, probably one of the most important plays in the game for me, Vieira. He was incredible. Absolutely incredible. 52 games played, 5 goals, 2 assists. This guy is at central defensive mid. We put stay back while attacking on him. And did I change anything else? Was that the only player instructions I put? Yeah, stay back while attacking is the only instructions I put. I did not want to get countered. I love chasing the ball. When an attacker is coming up against me, I leave my centre backs doing the work, but I control Vieira to intercept, to stand tackle, because this guy's attributes are insane. Also, he's won me so much headers in the air, which made it bounce back to Del Piero, and we get a quick counter-attack with that. This guy is so fast, and at the same time, so tall. 6'4", 85 pace is insane. So, one of the most important players in the squad. And I have to say, I don't think I would have achieved 35 wins without him. Maybe I would have conceded more if it wasn't for him. That's what I think. Very, very important. And like I said, this guy cost me 1.450. So I would definitely recommend that over the Maldini, because this guy makes a huge difference to your squad. So we have Matthias. 58 games, 20 goals, 17 assists from a central mid spot. That is awesome. This guy was so good at everything. He was all over the place. High work rates. I would see him defending a corner or helping me on the counter-attack, assisting players, having long shots, finesse shots. This guy was everywhere, literally everywhere. He was a centre-back, centre-attacker mid. Sometimes I'll see him joining Gullit as a strike force up top. He was everywhere. Definitely recommend him. I don't know how much he's going for right now, but we purchased him for 1.2 million, and holy crap, we made so much money on him. So he's definitely worth it, especially when his prime card comes out. I cannot wait to upgrade to that. Very, very amazing player. Like Vieira, I think they held the midfield together really well. Next up, we have Nainggolan. I think for the price, he's pretty good. 169k we bought him for, 54 games, 1 goal and 14 assists. Definitely have to say he's the weakest in the midfield. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a very good midfielder, but he is the weakest from all my midfielders. 78 pace, 82 dribbling, 80 shooting, 81 defending and 83 physical. Now, I don't know what it is about him, but he didn't win most of the battles I wanted him to win against certain midfielders and certain attackers. But he did score me 1 goal and also 14 assists as a central mid. He gets the job done, but stats I don't mind too much. I know they're not that great, but what I care about the most is stand tackles, interceptions, and when he wins the balls in the air. And this guy did that a couple of times, so I don't mind. He's only 169k. I can't expect stuff like Vieira and Matthias, so he did a decent job. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, we have Del Piero, probably one of the best players I had in the squad. 58 games, 53 goals, and 28 assists. This guy, as a centre attacking mid, he got the job done, boys. When I was struggling to break players down, the 5-star weak foot came into play. They did not know which way I'm going to turn and finesse it. That is the biggest help I had in this weekend league. People parking the bus, just expecting you to take a long shot because they think this guy is only right-footed. They're wrong, because this guy is so hard to defend against him because he's left-footed, right-footed. So hard to try and predict which way you're going to turn and shoot with him. Scored me so many long shots, scored me so many finesse shots, and also assisted 28 times in this weekend league. Or not exactly just this weekend league, but overall. So, very good player. He will be... I think the team would crumble if I use a different centre attacking mid. He really helped me out, especially that 5-star weak foot is so important. So, the player that I said I didn't feel him doing much, and then thank God I actually kept him in my weekend league squad. If you watched the 5 million coin squad builder video, I have to say thank God I kept him in my weekend league squad, because he was absolutely awesome. Look at this. 69 games played, 71 goals and 62 assists. In the weekend league, that is insane. He was absolutely incredible. I definitely recommend him if you know how to use him. If you're trying to use Mertens, do not hold the ball too much with him. Pass it to a strong striker, hold up the play. Once you see Mertens making a run, shoot it. Or maybe try some dribbling. I'll show you one goal that... this is where the guy rage quit. I did some dirty dribbling with Mertens. It sent his centre-back lunging, and then I was running for one to go. He was so good in that area, dribbling, finessing outside the area, or maybe even long shots. I think so many people rage quit against me because this guy's long shots were insane. And that is the reason I had him instead of Dybala. I feel like Mertens is more of a complete striker than Dybala in this game. And Mertens has always been amazing in FIFA. So in this one, he's even more incredible. We bought him for only 196k. Let's see how much his price now after the weekend league is. I think it's probably dropped. Yeah, so it's dropped under 400k. Still nearly double our money, which is not too bad. And then we move on to probably one of the more controversial choices, and that is having Gullit as a striker. How did I feel? For 2.5 million, 61 games played, 72 goals and 60 assists. This guy, I have to say, some of the things that he was doing was absolutely insane. You will see a clip where there were so many people, so many centre-backs surrounding him, and he still finds a way to give the pass and set up a way where he could score. It's just so crazy. It showcases he is basically a one-man army. I love him. He definitely fits the striker position. I don't think I would have gotten 35 wins without Gullit as a striker. I think he is probably one of the best strikers in the game. Let's compare him to Mertens. Look at that. Very, very similar stats, but Gullit has around 8 games less than Mertens. So Mertens, for the 196k, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And that comes down to how amazing he is if you know how to use him properly. So we had only one super sub, and that is Mane. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's the best super sub. I'll probably use someone else. I did not like him too much as a super sub, so I'm gonna have to maybe go on a shopping spree, try and find 1 or 2 strikers that are good, try them out before the next weekend league. But we're on track for Elite 1 monthlies, and Elite 1 rewards next week are going to be awesome. We have 2 Team of the Week packs to open, 2 100k packs as well, and I think like 125k coins or something like that. So I'm really happy, boys. We have a lot to look forward to. Really happy with this game. Again, I said the flaws in this FIFA are the goalkeepers being buffed, helping keep bad players in the game, and at the same time also the game is flawed when it comes down to lucky bounces. Too much RNG in the game. The 5 losses, I lost to a pro player, so I couldn't do anything about that. I think I rage quit at 3-0 down in 20 minutes. Just could not do anything against him. He was just way better than me. Second player I lost to is in the 120th minute in extra time. I gave away a penalty, lost to that, which is very unlucky, because if I went to penalties, I would have at least had a 50-50 chance to win that game. Yeah, well, if I was lucky enough. Third player I lost to was a very lucky bounce. I'll show it right now. It was so lucky, man. It was crazy. Or if I would have probably already showed it earlier in the video, I won't show it again. The other 3 players were random. They were better than me, and they beat me. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Elite 1, very happy with it. Did not expect it. My target was gold 1 or gold 2, but we get one of the best prizes in the game. Very close to top 100 if we didn't get unlucky in certain matches. But, oh well, there's always next week. So hopefully you enjoyed it, boys. Hit the like button. Let me know where you finished in the weekend league in the comment section below. And hopefully you have a very nice day.